back to the Two Industry. Again, my name is Hill. This is Mike Gaines, and that's Andrew over there acting a fool. We just got through talking about Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, and our expectations that we had in the prior year, and how it's transpired now, and what our expectations will be in the next coming E3. Now, what we're going to talk about is the developers in general, what our expectations were for them in the past, and what our expectations will be in the future. So, what's one that you guys really want to get off your chest? Any particular ones? I can start naming names: EA, Activision, even though they're not developers, they're publishers, but still.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think there's just been so many leaks we already know.
Okay. All right. Do you think it's going to be some good shit in this next E3? No. Exactly. Because I don't think like the excitement of last year was so grand for all the announcements that all these companies, they announce all the stuff that's coming out after this E3, right?
Right.
That's what I think is so funny.
Well, I do. I mean, I think this is a year where they actually talk about games as not so much hardware, right?
Right.
Last year was basically seeing whose dick was larger.
Basically. That's basically what they did.
And surprise, surprise, Japanese have a bigger dick.
And what's funny too is like they, Bungie was like, yeah, we're coming out with Destiny. And last
Which
year,
I'm excited about.
Yeah, and Destiny's coming after this E3, and
Right.
then we're coming out with Square Enix. It's like we're got these Final Fantasies is coming out after this E3. Watch Dogs is definitely coming. Wait, we pushed it back after this E3.
Right.
So. And I think that's starting to be the trend now because way in the past, whenever someone announced it in that E3, that means it was coming out that following year.
Right. So whatever they say at E3 this year, half of those titles won't come out
till like 3 years.
It's coming out this fall. Half of them won't come out till.
And the ones that come out this fall are HD remixes or
exactly.
HD remakes. So that's kind of interesting.
Which is, take it here or there. I mean, I know they have to say it's coming out, but I'd rather have a polished game than a crappy, broken game.
I agree. Well, okay. What's your prediction of Destiny? I think you're like super excited for that.
I do. I think a lot of Bungie fanboys are going to be there. My one worry about that game is that because Titanfall is so fast paced, and it's really changed like the way you expect a game to be as far as an online game to be now. Going back to just a run and gun game as opposed to being able to double jump and all that. I'm just kind of worried that it may get old fast. Not that I don't have faith in Bungie. I'm just worried that if they're sticking to their Halo formula,
that's what I was gonna say. Okay.
Then it's not gonna do that well.
Because like you can say the same for between Halo and Call of Duty, but just like how you said, if they kind of play in that same realm of like the jumping, like the Titanfall is way more dynamic than Halo was. It basically took Halo and like made it more robust.
Well, I would say basically took Call of Duty and made it better. And even with the new trailer with Call of Duty, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they're basically stealing things from Titanfall. Right. And they're adding Kevin Spacey for some reason.
Yeah, that was random as hell.
But it's just it just worries me that it won't be as high paced as that, and so. Although I'm still excited, I'm going to give it a chance. You got my money.
With that being said, you have my money.
With that being said, yeah.
And do they kind of have an idea how many people are going to be able to like multiplayer at the same time in a story campaign? Did they ever release
I don't know. I know they're going to have a demo during E3, right. And so definitely try that out. And I'm sure they'll take feedback. But there's really only so much feedback that they can take back and change. It's
just release the damn game. Just throw it out.
Well, it's not like they can change like if they're like it's too slow or it's not as fast as Titanfall. It's not like you can go back and change the whole way a game plays.
Right. Maybe like little things. So just like how I read about how they excuse me, I'm blanking. BioShock was built. Like they had this focus group come in and say, I don't know where to go, so they had to make these little changes to make it a little bit better, make it easier, more accessible.
How's that company doing now? Hey, I love BioShock, and I love the other one, but it's just like, obviously that game was a one-time playthrough, and it's not something you play back again and again.
Like where Destiny is expecting that. Okay.
Destiny is something you have to go back and play.
So Media Molecule has a rumor.
Big Planet.
Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to do Big Planet, with their stuff, and that's kind of what
Planet?
Big Dick Planet, and that was kind of the expectations with them, is that they would try to go on a grandiose scale,
Right?
kind of do something bigger than Little Big Planet, because Little Big Planet was a hefty thing for them to tackle, and they did it fantastic. They did a fantastic job, and now they have to try to do something bigger, but they do have more room to play with on the PlayStation 4.
Mike?
I mean, I haven't.
Mike is like, I concur.
Little Big Planet games, but I mean,
You're not a fan of Little Big Planet?
I've never played them.
It's because you're a hater.
Well, you and I have played them, right?
Right.
So
religiously.
Yeah, I mean they're not a bad company. Again, I don't think they're a system seller.
No.
But
no, actually, I take that back. Little Big Planet is a system seller.
You think so?
Yeah, because Little Big Planet basically changed the idea of like platforming and creation at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it was its own world that people love to live in, and that's what was able to kind of.
They definitely have a following, but I feel it's.
If that's not a system seller, I would love to hear what your PlayStation system seller is.
I just feel like that's the girlfriend system seller. It's like, hey, I have this game, Little Big Planet. Let's play.
Man, those kids ate that freaking game up.
Yeah,
they ate
I guess
it up.
if you have kids too, which I don't have kids. Yeah, right.
And kids don't buy.
But I do like Little Big Planet. I just don't say for me it's not system seller. Okay. I'll buy the game.
So do you think Media Molecule will come with something just as groundbreaking?
Yeah, they'll do something with the video thing, and
because they're a small creative team. They're not like a big.
I can't wait for their soundtrack because it's always been great.
So. Yeah, I've been trying to get music on that soundtrack. Please, thank you. That'd be great. Anyway, so what about anything from the EA umbrella? Anything?
There's a Call of Duty.
What? There's a Call of Duty? No way. I would have never expected.
There's a basketball. The basketball.
No, I think it's funny that they're like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Like
such a lame ass name.
and it's you can tell they're scared of playing in that.
Hey, what's okay? We take modern.
What's past modern?
Advanced. All right.
They should have just called it Next Week Warfare.
Just called it Titanfall ripoff.
But as you could tell, they're kind of
with Kevin Spacey, like his little face on the side, like hey, with me.
And you can see that they're dodging putting it in the future. You can
what
see
is in the future?
Like in the future, because it's like
but
that's why
mechs or anything. I don't think
that's what I'm saying. It's like they're that's why they're calling it like Modern Warfare or Advanced Warfare, and they're not calling it like future or futuristic or whatever, because they don't want to play in the Halo realm or the Destiny realm.
Well, that's for the next one, Future Warfare.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think so. Watch, the next one's gonna be like postmodern warfare. It's gonna be Call of Duty postmodern warfare, post Advanced Warfare.
Yeah. Bauhaus moment.
Right, exactly. Right. Okay. What about?
Well, going back to EA, you brought them up earlier, or brought that game up earlier. I think they're gonna have something with Mass Effect.
Okay. You're predicting the new Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention.
I think they're gonna have a little trailer. There's already been an in-house trailer that they've shown, so I think they'll have something this E3.
I don't like to think that they
Mass Effect
or BioWare. It makes me sad when I think.
Like, oh,
like,
you need to find a new family
I do like
BioWare
an EA game.
I have to buy Madden, whatever. It burns.
I can't remember who.
Dude, bro, I'm sorry, dude, bro.
Hey, I pop my collars like the best of them. But.
Can't remember who develops the Star Wars games, but I think that's gonna be another one. It's the Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah. That's
they
either
already kinda
Activision
did a
or
little
EA.
teaser.
It's one of those two.
Yeah.
As a publisher,
I know a lot of people are excited about that. I don't know what Disney's gonna do. I haven't seen anything from Disney Star Wars. Just teasers and stuff like that. So
you're saying Star Wars. I'm like, I don't care.
No, I do like Star. I know you don't, but I'm interested to see. I'm hesitant to see what Disney's gonna do and other developers are gonna do.
I think they're gonna probably, speaking of Disney, I think they're gonna probably show more of their Disney Infinity 2.0. They already had the little trailer.
Right.
I think they'll probably show all the figures and more.
They're gonna show all the figurines. It's actually gonna be Woody and a cape. That's what's gonna happen.
That's perverse. That's perverse.
But also, what I was gonna say is that you have your Mass Effect. What else? You have your Arkham Knight. We're gonna actually probably see some game footage. of that.
Rocksteady.
Yeah, they're gonna come with it. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, take my money!" You know,
Yeah, new trailer.
Yeah, so it's gonna
a
look
reveal of a villain that we don't know about.
Yeah.
They're really digging deep. Before we get to Uncharted, they're really digging deep in as far as the villains go, and Batman has a very robust group of villains, and I wonder how far they can go in that rabbit hole.
They'll bring Oliver Queen in just as a DLC.
Uncharted.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be. You were talking about system sellers. There you go. There's the Uncharted 4.
But they're already selling systems.
Even more of a system seller.
Yeah, that company needs to do a lot because they've had a lot of bad press this year. Santa Monica, is that?
No, it's Naughty Dog.
Yeah, there it
Naughty
is.
Dog, yeah.
Because Homegirl left.
They've had a lot of people leave.
Oh, really?
A lot of people, not just her.
And she was like the writer, like for their stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they need to bring. I have a feeling you'll start to see, and I know you'll love this comment, more towards Tomb Raider.
I think they're gonna announce a Tomb Raider 2.
That's interesting.
No.
I think it's too soon, but
I don't think
you
so.
could be right.
There's definitely gonna be another Assassin's Creed.
They're
Oh well, they already announced that.
Oh, okay.
yeah. There's always
Well, another one after that. They're announcing the next 3 Assassin's Creed.
the next 3.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably will have more than just one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna start doing.
They'll have one for the Vita.
I'm actually surprised that they haven't started doing like what the Call of Duty does and just split up the makers, the developers, and just start releasing them like
Ubisoft does this great thing. I mean, they know how, even though they lost money this last year, they know how to release games consistently and polished.
Right.
And even though they kind of all do the same thing, because there was a Far Cry announcement as well, it's like, you go up a tower and release that little area.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they'll do the same thing on Watch Dogs.
Right.
But they're good at that niche of hitting the same button over and over again and getting that result and making you feel good about it.
Well, the reason why is because Ubisoft, they did something smart, is that they broke up their developers. So they have the developers in Canada, they have the developers in France, and so forth. Which I'm surprised, like a lot of different companies don't do that. Well, it's because publishers, they just buy like a specific developer and are like, "This is your game. Focus on this shit."
Right.
Now hurry up and put it out. That's what they do. Any God of War?
Yeah, it'll be a God of War announcement. Good call.
Yeah, God of War.
They're gonna finally show a Game of Thrones trailer for.
That should be interesting.
Borderlands or Telltale.
Yeah, Telltale.
Yeah, there'll be a Borderlands one too.
Yeah.
A Borderlands 3.
No, Borderlands, the Telltale
Stories.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, there'll be that.
We'll see more of what Mad Max actually is.
Yeah, I'm worried about that game.
It's gonna suck, I'm sure.
They should come out with a Big Trouble in Little China game.
Oh, that would be great. Everybody's all over that. We're gonna have the obligatory Godzilla game.
I think that's already on iOS and Android.
There is a game already out like that. It's called Pacific Rim.
A better one. A better movie. Anyway. Sorry, fanboys.
You heard all the Godzilla fanboys out there. I'm trying to think what else would be. We're gonna see more Smash Brothers for the DS. Let me show that.
Well, it's for both. It's for Wii U and 3DS.
Oh, I thought it was only for 3DS.
No, it's for both.
I'm so sorry. No, aren't they? Don't they have like some exclusive characters depending on the platform or something?
I think so, but
something strange like that.
Both platforms.
Okay, all right. What else? Let's see here.
I mean, of course, there are Hyrule Warriors. I know I brought it up earlier, but I think they're gonna show and push that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because it's not Nintendo that's doing it; it's a third-party developer.
That makes it so much more exciting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like pushing free bread at the entire restaurant. You should buy more of our food. Here's more free bread. Like, okay, this just makes me full and not want to buy your actual dishes. My goodness. I would believe that there will be I guess that's pretty much
a Ninja Turtle game
for their movie. I don't think they'd highlight that for E3 though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Michael Bay comes out.
I would
behind him.
I would love if Michael Bay came out.
Just freak out on stage.
Yeah, his teleprompter crashes again.
It's like here's Meg. What's her name? Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Here's Megan Fox. We made up.
Pulls her out in his little pocket.
We made up. You know, she was.
If only.
There might be a Spider-Man tie-in. game.
No, they already
No, they
have a
already
Spider-Man.
have it, and
Well,
it sucks.
another one.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, that last one wasn't so great.
But as you can see, the trend here is like they kind of blew their load in the previous E3.
I'm trying to think of something like way out there that's a possibility. Like we had Garden
Halo
Warfare.
5.
Well,
Halo 5 is like fucking out there.
well, I'm just saying that,
like,
that we don't know about, like something we haven't thought about.
Okay. Like the craziest random ones that you could think of. It has to be at least sound, you know? It can't be just like, that's never going to happen, like Mario and fucking Sony or something.
Right. I would love to see what's it called?
Because you said Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver.
Oh yeah,
That would be
yeah,
amazing.
but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Man,
That's my wild card.
If PlayStation or Sony made that exclusive to them, game. I would call game like done. You're done, Microsoft. Good job.
Yeah, there will be a lot more exclusives. I'm sure they'll have tons of indie games that I know nothing about right now until I pretend like I knew about them the whole time.
DMC 2.
Oh, yeah.
I can see them doing a DMC 2 because it's that time, you know.
You think so?
Yeah, it's that time. It's been out for some time.
Yeah, definitely possible.
So that's that, and Breaking Bad again.
It's like Cooking Mama, but with
Cooking Mama, Breaking Bad, Cooking Bad,
Cooking Bad.
She still has like the friendly expression while she's doing it. It was like, here's some meth. Yeah, like meth heads standing outside the house.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, I think that's all I got.
Nothing else outrageous.
Maybe since they're coming out with a second season, new Defiance game.
No, I think they're gonna stay with this.
I think they lost too much money on the first
one. Well, since they're coming out with a second season, I don't know if they would have like a tie-in game.
I think that because it's definitely a gimmick that they were doing. I don't know if they're successful because I haven't seen any numbers. I haven't heard anything about it. Because usually, if somebody's doing well, they're like, "Oh, such and such is, kicking ass," and I haven't heard anything about it. And TV show watchers and gamers, even though they intersect, they're so mutually exclusive. You know?
Yeah.
You know, people who love the Defiance TV show are not necessarily going out to buy the game, and vice versa.
You may see what's it called? That Saints Row, the next one.
Saints Row 5.
Yeah.
Where they're fighting on the moon or something.
Maybe even a new Batman game other than
Arkham Knight.
You think another one?
I
think that's oversaturated in the market.
I think they're good.
There's not enough Batman. We need more Batman.
I can't remember if it was them or somebody else that said they're gonna start planning on doing one game a year, kind of like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, good lord!
No, that's what they're doing, right? Because they have Rocksteady and they have.
Well, Rocksteady said this is their last one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They were just like, we're done, and I'm sure they're tired of it too.
Yeah, that's probably what it's going on because they actually had like a beginning, middle, and end to what their story was going to be.
Right.
And who is their publisher? Not 2K, is it? Is it 2K?
It could be 2K. Yeah.
I think it's 2K. Well, basically, they just probably came to him and was like, "Oh, this is great. We're kicking ass. Let's put out one every year." And I love how that's the philosophy now for most publishers. Is like, man, you're doing great. Time to put one out every year.
Yeah.
Ubisoft did it. You know, the folks at Call of Duty.
They'll do an update to Smart Glass. And follow Sony's lead, and now you can buy content on their Smart Glass and it'll be ready at home.
Which never worked for me.
On their PlayStation 1, it never worked?
Good job, Microsoft.
No, Sony.
Oh, you mean Sony? Oh, okay.
Well, they'll fix that.
All right. Trying to think what else. There could be, they're going to show, they're going to be like, Nintendo's going to be like, hey, our Mario Kart is doing well.
I don't think Nintendo's they're gonna try and not be out there with this one.
No. I'm including Nintendo Direct into that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, from the fighting game standpoint, because I know you guys don't care, but there is another Persona 4 Arena Ultimax that's coming. That's pretty badass. And also there's Super Street Fighter Ultra 4 Squared 3rd to the 5th power that's coming out as well. With the differences, there's
Can I play as Ryu or Ryu? Whatever you want to call him.
There will always be Ryu.
Okay, well that's all I care about.
Always.
That's all I care about.
Here's a quick fact of history. Did you know Street Fighter 3 originally wasn't going to have Ryu in it, and word got out, and everyone shot their pants so hard that they had to Conan Ryu.
Good.
Just
That's the only character.
Oh, a Need for Speed.
to
Go with the.
I think they said they
no,
weren't
to
going to
go
do
with
one.
the movie.
I think they said. I think they said they weren't going to do one this year.
They said they hated that movie so bad. Like that movie was way worse than people
Did it already
expected.
come out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, when you're like, wait, it came out? That it's bad.
Yeah, that guy from Breaking Bad was in it, right? You know, Jesse.
Yeah.
Well, that's his character, Jesse Pinkman.
Same
No,
thing.
that's what everyone calls him, Jesse. Except the girls. I think the girls actually like him or something.
They call him Jesse too. I wonder how many people go up to him and ask for meth.
Yeah, man. All right, so that ends our video for that one. Our last one we're going to do is talk about what we're playing and what we expect to play. So catch you guys soon.
Right here.
Ha, later.